Hello, everyone. This is Composing Live, where we have an up close and personal look at how music is made. My name is Joshua Sohn. Today, we'll be writing a different style of music that I like to get better at writing. And what better to do on a live stream? So, we'll be writing a summary pop vibe tune. That's an instrumental track. We'll feature some guitars, bass, drums, synth keys, just a kind of a standard band feel, and this will be a lot of fun. And speaking of summer, this will be my last stream for next few weeks. So I will be taking a summer break, if you will. I'll be actually moving, and that's kind of why I need to stop streaming for a bit. But by the time I'm back, probably late July, you'll see me in my new studio. So it'll be a lot of fun to get that going. With that being said, this is a summer tune, poppy sound that we're going to be doing here. And whenever you start a new track, it's important to come up with a good sounds. I kind of have something in mind, and I was building it out while we're getting ready for this stream. So first off, it's always good to have some funky guitars. This is a older one, but one that I generally use a lot. This is a Scarby Funk guitar. This is part of the Native Instruments line of things, and it's kind of hard to play around with and get used to. And I'm not sure why this mod wheel gets rid of that. That's actually new. I'm not sure how that works, but I'll keep it down. And then as far as the different presets, you can go ahead and go through different ones in this window. You can go more nitty gritty with all of this stuff too. So that's one thing. I'll play some sounds and just get some ideas going right away. The disco party is always a good one to start with. And let's see if sounds are even coming through. There you go. So, I don't know what key I'll be in, but let's say we're in the key of, like, G. G might be a nice one for me, so. And then, oh, okay. Sorry, I'm getting confused with the other GUI. Or sample library here. I was playing around with this, and so this one actually does chords. This is the electric vintage. So they behave differently in the way you program it. And it looks like the ones in the blue over here for the Scarby Funk guitars are the rhythms. Excuse me. That's the other one. So let's try that again. Yeah. So these all have different types of rhythms. And if you want to stop it, you have to press this key here, the one in red. Now, going back to this other one though, which is more modernized, a little bit probably easier to program in some ways. We're gonna be doing this right here and go. Okay, and that's just the one of many of these fun riffs here. So then if you want to program a different riff, you just go C#1. This isn't just a C chord. I'm going to switch it. And these sound all so great, right? If you listen to just the quality, it's all programmed so well. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. That'll kind of be our driving mechanism, and really get a nice vibe just with that. And what we also need to add are probably some melodic guitars. So this is just in my template here. Let me just double check to see if this one is routed correctly. Okay, so these are just more open. And I don't even know what kind of sound we're going to be going for, but kind of depends. Like we can do chords even, like. Right. We can go on the high strings. And then let's see. On the very high points, like if I go up an octave on my keyboard, there's some cool scrapey effect sounds. Let's see if I can find them. It's somewhere here. Oh, there you go. Okay, so there's one. And then there's one with a... There you go. Stuff like this. That is just fun to add in. Anyways, so those kind of things that I really dig. And this is part of the Orange Tree line of their Evolution Rock. I also have a strawberry one. This is the Stradivarius, I believe. The other one's sampling Les Paul, I believe. Anyways, we'll mess around with these two. And then this is more rock and heavy metal based, but I just kept that in case we can do something with that. This is also another one. It's kind of loud. Probably won't sound minor, depending, but yeah. And then going to our basses, we have... I really like this P bass, the Fender. Very nice and smooth. But then on top of that, I'm a big fan of the Rickenbacker stuff that Scarby also has. Let's see. There's a lot more character in this Rickenbacker, and I tend to use it a lot. And then over here, this is kind of more, you know, this has a nice vibe to it, like. And you can put vibrato in that and whatnot. So it depends on what bass sound. We can maybe stick with that for now, one of these three, and then we can even change the bass tone after. It could be even a synth bass, but let's just kind of stick with that idea. Piano, this is just more of a sketching piano, but let's actually add some keys and spend some time on that, and then also we'll spend some time finding some drums, and then once we get our sounds dialed in, then we can start composing. Sam, hey, how's it going? G sounds good for summer, but D sounds good too if you want more nature or natural sound like. Nature, I read that wrong. Natural like sound. Also, are you moving out of state? He asks. I'm not moving out of state. I'm actually staying inside. I'm just relocating here. All right, so let's go ahead and find some keys. I do have a bunch in my template. So first off, will it be pianos? Probably not. I think I'll do something more on the organ key side of things. Maybe not organs, but something like a Rhodes is always a good one with a nice vibe to it. I have a few. Let's look at these three over here, and then oops, this funky one, and then I also have this A200, which always sounds good. Let's turn these guys on. I also have a bunch of these hybrid stuff that might sound good. We have this is also modeling a Rhodes, it looks like. And then should we try the Cinema one? Why not? And then other synthy ones would be good as well. So let's just look at what I have over here. I don't know if any of these would be good because these are kind of more of a film score type synths. But if I were to try these three for a second, let's turn those on. Okay. dial in maybe the mixing there with the EQ and get rid of some of those lows. Let's see. Let's do that right now. It's kind of nice to anyways, so yeah, that's okay, I guess. This is doable too. All right, so those are some keys. I'm also gonna just load up maybe a instance of, let's say, Omnisphere. Do I have that? It's over here, Omnisphere, and let's see what we can come up with maybe as a sort of lead sound or a synth sound. Let's kind of give it more of a keys synthy feel. As I load that, I'm also just going to play around with some of these hybrid keys up here and then go down. This one seems to not want to play. What about these guys? Oh, interesting. Seems like these are not connected. Let me try that one more time. If not, we might have to just ditch that idea. That's okay. So let's we'll open that Omnisphere back up in just a second. Something like that. Makes that oscillate. Anyways, let's try this one. I kind of like this one a lot too. This really gives more ambience. This one is more dry. Anyways, so yeah, and then going back to these synths, let's see. Kind of ghostly. If you put the volume down, it probably would work. Let's see, and then this one. This kind of detunes, which is nice. In some ways, that gives a lot of character. This kind of gives it a more... I don't know if you guys watch like It Follows Uh, it's a movie, but it has a lot of synths in it. That's what it reminds me of. And then, so on the Omnisphere stuff, we have over here. Let's kind of just play around with some sounds. I'm thinking pads would be good too. So either we look up both, we do some pads and we do some keys would be nice. But let's just find some synthy keys for a second. And actually, it might have some in the leads too. Now I think about it, but that's okay. Let's look at some things that I might not have in my template. This is nice and dry. That's very techno-y to me. Let's see. Let's try funk synths. That'll be a good intro. Let's see. It's an interesting sound. Very it's very thin. This is very leady synth lead. That's kind of cool too. Okay, so the Flux would be nice. Let's see. I don't know, something like that. A little bit of a reverb would be nice on that one. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna stay with this classic polyfunk. I really like this one. You do have to go a little higher to, I think, really make use of this. That kind of works nice as a pad, so let's keep that going here. It's like a pad. It's a really dry up front pad. This mod wheel, Sam, I saw your question. Are you able to automate the filter? Yeah, if you assign it to the cutoff, you can. But in this one, it looks like the mod isn't assigned to the cutoff, but the rate of the LFO. And that's kind of nice too. So let's see. So there's a volume here. I could probably do a cutoff on, you know what? Let's do this. Can I change this? Let's see. I don't know if I can unlearn this one that is changing the vibrato essentially. I would love to reassign that to the 21 instead and do this as a cutoff, but that's okay. I'll just flip it so CC21 is now doing the cutoff. Let me go back to that first one so I remember where the cutoff was. So that's around let's see here, like 9 o'clock, right? Oh, but I did the wrong one. Let's see, try again. Yeah, so around 9 o'clock. So I'll just have to remember that that is where it originally was. Anyways, I think we can make use of that somehow. Okay, so there's that. If we need more sounds, we can come back to that. I think we can maybe get by without anything else. Let's look at drums now. So over here, actually, I probably have a bunch in my template that I can load up. What we want is like more poppy, one-shot hits that we can load up quickly. So will any of these work? Probably. Let's double check here. So let's just do this, and we'll audition some kicks. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. All right, and with that being said, this summary tune, I just thought it'd be fun to do something different, and we should be able to write something by the end of the session and complete at least a 1-minute track. That's the hope. So that's one idea. Also, these poly drums are from Reactor. They sound really good, so I always wanted to use them in my template, but there seems to be maybe some issues here, so let me just double check to see what's going on. It says my contact is missing, so I think I know where that's from. That's probably from the hybrid keys, and hopefully that doesn't crash anything on my Vienna side of things. That happens from time to time when I move certain stuff around. So hopefully that's okay, because I'm going to need that in a little bit. See, the funny thing is it's still pushing out sound, but this thing is just not really responsive right now. But it looks like we're back to where we were. So I want to see why my kicks aren't working. Okay, this should be working. Let's have another look here and see if these kick on. There you go. These are all just kind of different characters. Gotta love that. I might actually use that as sort of my as one of those hits. Not all the time. That'd be kind of obnoxious. But yeah, I think that would work in some regards. So then, and then this stubble. And what is different is these kicks all sound so different in different keys too, and different have kind of like they're more innate sounds, or the range where you should play them at. So I think I wanna. I'm not sure. If I were to like just commit to one, it would be maybe the stubble. And I'm not sure which range either. Maybe on that G. So let's see what we can do on this G for a second. So what if we go 1 and 3, and then sign this. Okay, all right, and then tempo wise, let's see. So let's say 96. All right, so 96 is a tempo we'll commit to, and then we have a nice kick. We also need a snare. Let's see what snare comes out from this one. I really like this one. This is a storm drum. It's called the old school Neve drum. And that's kind of nice for certain things. Has a lot of character. This could be more of an effect fill kind of thing, like something that we can supplement. Snare, just like a source snare. Let's see what else. There's also some Drum Lab stuff. Let me see if I have any here. Drum Lab Squish Snare. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Okay, so I'm not really happy with any of those snares. Let's actually look at some of my snares down here and see what we can come up with. So we have, let's try the poly snare stuff again real quick. Wow, Sam, you were born in Jucatitlan, Mexico. That's cool. I did not know that. If you want a nostalgic sound, go for the 3rd to 4th. So for G, B minor to C. Just a suggestion. Okay. Let's see. Give this poly snare stuff a second to load up. I'm also going to take a look-see here. As soon as this unfreezes, you know, then it's all turned on. So, yeah, anyways, that poly stuff, if you look over here, it's actually ran by Reactor, which is a native instrument thing. But I find it's like kind of a hidden gem. So there's tons of sounds that you can come from. Okay, this is it right here. This is kind of like a synth wave snare. Okay, so I'm just gonna add that as a concept. I just have a little beat in my head that will try to let it go through in the mix here. So first off, whenever you have something like this going on, it might be good to just loop a little section. And my chair keeps going down, but loop the section and then try different sounds. Usually the bass is a good way to go. I'm not sure which bass I'll go with, but let's see. So then try again. Okay, and then the harmony line is really important. I don't want to get stuck in that trap in a sense if I start hearing it that way. But the first two chords are good. Okay, let's try it. 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's try that F to C. Okay, here we go. Da-da. All right, so that's kind of a little riff that we can go off of. Now, that was recorded okay. Let's just tweak some of the lines here. So like maybe right there. And even that is just a hair behind. Okay, and then this, where I go. Maybe, let's go up, so, or I can go, nah. I think I might stay low and go to a B flat. And then, I'm not sure if I want then, but maybe a little double. Okay, so we have a nice little riff there that we can do a lot with. So then the volume wise, I want to kind of stick with somewhere there. A little too quiet. And then one other thing I can do is mess with the vibrato. Actually, let's try to go down first. And so on. All right, good. The kick has a nice presence to it. I'm just gonna see if I need to mix that a little bit compared to the bass. 2 and 3 and 4 and. So as you can see, the kick is pretty loud at -6 decibels. Let's listen to each one. Interesting. I want to solo that, but it's only playing. It's playing everything. Interesting. Let's see here. Oh, okay, it's not -6. That was some other instrument. So let's go to -10. That's it's still fairly loud. So I don't know if this changes anything. The CC7 doesn't change anything. So there's no point in putting that in there. So let's just get rid of all of those. There you go. And then the way to mix these then, since you don't program CC7 in these polyplex, I think you can. It just forgets it. I'm just going to dial this down, maybe -3. Maybe -2. Okay. All right, and then snare might be a bit loud now since we brought that down. So okay, now that we have that, let's put maybe a variation on the drums a bit. Okay, so I want to say maybe, I mean, the kicks are fine, but if I go like, let's say let's see, boom, da da, boom, 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 ba da, bum, bum. Oh, so I might have to go bup up like that. Bup up, bup up, bup up. Let's see. Nah, that's too much. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's scratch that idea. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. Boom, butch, boom. Boom, 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 butcha, boom. Even that is a little too much. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then last thing is this velocity heavy or sensitive? I think it is, so bring it down a little bit. Okay, it's really in your face, huh? Snare wise. So we could do a little fill here, but it can be just nice and simple too. Okay, or like this. Okay. So that's our 4-bar phrase. We're gonna do that. Let's double check this section here. Let's actually there is a drum fill on the snare, so maybe that's what we do. Okay, I'm tempted to even try this. It's because of that bass. The bass guitar has a lot of character, so it's almost stepping over stuff. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, maybe here. Okay, there you go. That's it. So let's do that same move on the second half of this. Great. Tomorrow I get to leave to New York. Ooh, awesome. Sounds like a fun little vacation. Are you going to do any fun stuff like Broadway? See some shows? All right, so we have a bass line. We have some drums. The only other thing that we could also add in, which I haven't done yet, is the hi-hatty sounds, or metal type sounds. So I do have some drum sets here. Okay, let's try a little bit. Okay, let's try again. 3, 4. Let's try one more time. So one is a hi-hat, or it's supposed to be a hi-hat pedal sound. All right. It almost sounds like a stick almost. Let's see what else we have. Okay. So there we go. Something nice and simple. Put a little soft quantize on this. And 4 M. Put a little compression, so to speak, meaning I say quote unquote compression because it's not real audio engineer talk compression. These are just compressing the velocities. All right, so now we are going to add something non-percussive for a second. And before I do that, before I forget, let me just add this into the next part. Okay, so I think this is the time to now add in our funky guitar. Ding, 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 ding. And either one of these two instruments, I just loaded up 2 of these instances, and let's see where we can go from there. Sam says, no, I go to see family in the hills. No city for me, but it's prettier than a city. I'm sure it'd be a very nice view of things. I used to live in New York myself, Long Island, for about 3 years as a kid. So yeah, New York is I'm no stranger to it, but it's such a big place and it's always changing. When I was there, that was back in 2000, so much has changed since then. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is look at these mappings and chords. I always forget how to do this, so it takes me a sec. I think I'm on the wrong part. Yes, okay. So we can go kind of funky, 80s straight. Let's see what it says. Jazz funk, medium funk. Let's give it a medium funk. And this is just more the rhythms of that. So then if I want to do chords, I need to either build them out manually over here, or I can go in my presets. That's where it was. Okay, so then on the preset side, we're in the key of G. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to stick with ones that say G, but it's always kind of a good one to start with. So this is hip hop, and okay, so I gotta find. I'll start with one with a G down here. And this is G minor. I think that's G minor, yeah, in the bass line too. So let's look ahead. That kind of works, but okay, let's keep looking. Okay, so maybe that chord I was thinking. So now the hard part is programming these things. These guys are notoriously a pain when it comes to programming. But if you don't know how to play guitar, this is kind of the way to go. Let's see here. So you go. So then you just quantize that, and then the next thing is and the reason why it keeps playing is that this little preview is on. So if you turn that off, then what you could do is have that always playing like so. So this is the chords, and then up on whatever groove I was at, which is just good old medium funk. It's just a stock one. Let's go find it real quick. I have to play it to trigger it. So it'd be either C or D. I think C's the first one, so let's try that. Okay, and then let's try different ones. What do I have? like this E rhythm here. So that's kind of nice. If I were to, you can also change it within beats and things like that. So what if I don't really dig that last part of that phrase. So you can do some muting on that, and let's hear how that sounds. And then, you know, maybe a little variation on that second half. Something like that, or that was a long up. Let's try a long down. Oh, actually, no, that's not long down. This is long down. No. And then there's, you know, these quarter. Let's see. Basically another mute straight kind of thing, but let's try this. So yeah, now I'm getting used to this. It's been a while since I used this, but that's the idea. I'm just gonna play around with this a little more. Okay, so let's solo just this guitar, and then let's put the volume on. Okay, the other thing is the chords do change, right? So sort of midway on this phrase, what we need to do, is now copy this rhythm, but change the harmony so the chords go to a B flat, because it's right now it's like G minor to a B flat to a F and then a C. So let's find a B flat, and I think this is the first key set, but going down. So I'm not sure if I see any. Nope. Okay, so if there aren't any there, then the next step is to make your own key sets. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to overlap some of these and make it a more custom type feel. Or what you could do is find a different preset. I'm sure any of these would be good. I'm just debating if I should do that, because I like that chord, whatever that was earlier. Let's see. That one. A G minor 9 chord. If I change the preset, I'm going to lose out on that. So that's kind of a predicament I'm in. So then what I could do, if I just want to make a custom, and I could essentially replace some of these notes with that B flat. So it's not as intuitive as the other one. I'm tempted to play around with that other native instrument track that has the electric vintage. That one you can just, you know, voice chords with a keyboard, which is nice. I haven't gotten a chance to play around with this, so this is a good opportunity. Anyways, going here, we have B flat, let's say B flat up on the 6th fret. Okay, and then I think I have to go here and press that. There you go. So what I'm going to do here is go like that, and that should trigger that B flat chord. Okay, let's hear it from. So it looks like I need to go even sooner than that. And so this is where it gets interesting. The voicing of this chord actually. It actually works well because there is a B flat, D, and F in that chord. The only thing is there's a G in there, so that's where it gets a little funky. What I could do is I could voice this B flat to have a A, which would be a seventh, making this B flat seventh, major seventh chord. So maybe let's add that into the mix. Let's go up to let's try this. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so now it's correct. Right, so it's very similar voicing right there. This is the 8th fret. Let me just hear it by itself. Now, it might not be triggering it, so let's push it up front just a little bit. That's interesting. It's like playing the same thing. So I don't know if I want to differentiate that even more so. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, so then that's similar enough. So this is around the 8th fret. Cool, good to know. Then going to the next part, we have this hitting up F, right? So we're gonna have to find a F chord somewhere here. If it's not, then we'll have to make it. I think this is an F major, an F major chord. So if there's no F major chord, that's fine. We'll put it up to, let's say, the C chord, let's skip on the C stuff. Let's just go to this one here, this A flat. We don't need an A flat chord, so let's go to F, and are we gonna make it a 7th? Probably not. We could make it a dominant 7th, perhaps. Let's just see what that would sound like. Not a major 7th, but a dominant 7th. We can even add a 9th on there. So you can say add 9. Let's just do it add 9 instead of a 7th chord. So we want to sort of be in that same fret area. So this is saying fret 8. And then now that I selected that, let's go and switch that out. So that's on a B. Okay, and then we could either keep it on that F, and it almost gives it a richness because there's a FAC and the C and G, or FACG, I should say, in this chord, but the C and G will be hitting up that C in the bass line. So I think that works really well. I can even just make that 1. So that works pretty nicely. And the other thing about these guitars is, if we were gonna put this in context of a like a song with some vocals, we usually want to pan that. So either on the left or on the right. It doesn't have to be all the way, but I think that helps. We can also put maybe some reverb on there. Let's see. Oh yeah, and this is designed for more concerts hall. So I'm gonna change my sends and presets here. Let's make this more of a plate and see if that sounds better. Okay, let's mute that for a second. Okay. Nice. Okay, so that will be panned to the right. If it has a nice little feel there. let's now put these in blocks of 4, like that. Oops, like so. Okay, so now we have like a 8-bar rhythm, a riff in a sense. Let's also, while we are here, do proper labeling. I just put funky, but this is a Scarby funk guitar. I think put like S funk or something, just so I know, and then call this hip hop JS. Hip hop is the chord mapping, and this is medium funk. I mean, sometimes it's good to write this. It's not really a big deal if you don't. Okay. And the JS, the reason why I put my initials on some of these tracks is because I've customized it. It's not just the default preset that you load in. So anytime I put my fingers on any of these the presets and change them up, I put my initial on there. Okay, all right. So that's one idea. What you could do in addition to that is you could put some more effects on here. I'm not sure. It is a bit dry still, and kind of cuts a bit in a certain, maybe a little bit abrasively. So what you can do is you can change some of the tone by putting like a instance of guitar rig and going further with it, or even just the sound toys. Let's see what I can do with the sound toys. I just did a update on this, and so hopefully it doesn't crash or anything. But it looks like it has the super plate that's inside of the effect rack. I don't have a license for that yet. That's okay. But we could put a little bit of an overdrive. That would be interesting. This is sort of like what I would consider overdrive. Puts it louder too, though. I have to compensate for that, but okay, you can hear that now with the overdrive. But darkness kind of warms it up, I think. And then sometimes people be use like Filter Freak in really creative ways. Radiator might be a good choice here. Let's see. Yeah, just doing some little mixing here. Okay, so that's fun. And then what we're gonna do is this built into Cubase. Sam asks. The plugin that I just loaded is not built in. This is Sound Toys Effect Rack, and but the other stuff like this right here, where I'm doing some mixes, yes, that all of that is inside of Cubase. Okay, so that's the instance of that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pan over to this left-hand side. And I'm debating if I should do more guitars on the left or if I should do more, like something different like keys. I'm tempted to actually skip over and do that actually. So let's go to some keys, and then we're going to pan this to the left this time. I think I'll do this Mark keyboard. So we'll go about 71 as well. And if I'm not digging that, I have a few other options here. so let's play around with tones real quick. That kind of has a nice tone. Let's do a add. Was a add set 9 chord. How should I voice that? Let's try some other ideas. So I'm going to record that in first. All right. So there's that. And then we'll do a slight quantize, a soft quantize. Okay, and then we can bring that in over here. Let's do a quick change on the harmony here. So you go, this is like a 7th chord. We want some kind of D in there to signify the D chord. Yeah. Hold. I think that D might be enough, but maybe we go down. Now that's interesting because I was thinking it was a D chord, but it's more like a passing tone to a back to the G. Okay, that works too. Right, so then one other element that would be kind of fun is adding this flavor. Let's see here. Could even be one note. Anyways, okay, so. right, it's kind of fun. Let's see here. And this might be just more of a melodic thing. Let's see. It could be melodic. It could. I was thinking more of a pad at first. If it's a pad, though, we would definitely need to add more reverb in there. So either we do it in here or inside the Omnisphere. Maybe do it inside of Omnisphere this time. We'll go to this, add this, and go, let's say, Proverb. Okay, and for some reason, oh, okay, I can now hear it. Time. It's a little bit more. 2000 is 2 seconds long, so let's go 2.5. All right. All right, and maybe some delay, but what I'll do on this is add the delay over here into synths. Okay, and all right, it's a little bit better. A little pitch bend. Anyways, this might be a little too much for me, my personal taste. For someone else, it might be really cool. But I'm still gonna try using this somewhere. What I would say is, let's add some kind of high key. So this is the left hand side to sort of balance those guitars. So what we need is more of like a lead or even a synth key that will sort of glide over all of this. I'm not sure if these will work. The closest one would be something like this. Let's try it. Something like that. Let's try again. Yeah, so let's think of that for a second. This is probably the register I want to be in. So then, okay, so the mod wheel does something, makes it brighter and kind of detunes it. Let's go sort of in the middle there. There you go, try again. So, let's make it less melodic. Let's see. think I got it. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe a variation on the second half. Okay. I always have to remember that pickup. Try again. Okay, all right, there's our variation on the second half. I think that's pretty good. Sometimes it records in with the latency all funky, but we want a little bit of a character in that, so I'm afraid to quantize any of that. Let's listen to it. Good. All right. So that in itself has a lot of elements now. Pretty happy with. So let's see. The only other thing is thinking ahead is, should we add any other instruments? I did have this funky polyfunk thing that could come in after this as another section. But anything else, I'm just hesitant to keep adding more and more stuff. If anything, the second guitar line here and this even here could come in also in the second half. But other than that, do we need anything else? Let's think for a second. Let's look at the non-melodic stuff for a second and see if there's anything here that would be fun to add. Maybe some claps. We have more medals. So let's look at that real quick. So why don't we add in some medals, because we could use more crashes and things like that later. So I'll just turn all those guys on. And then body percussion. I have a bunch of stuff here. I think for this we want more of a poppy production, right? So I think these over here would work really well. We could also have a bunch of sample packs. High five is pretty good actually, so I'll load that in. Let's try one of these multis. Okay, so we got that. And let's listen to a few of these sounds, if they will play. Maybe I need to turn them on. Okay, so besides this hi-hat over here, which sounds great, I have some more options down here, like 808. Let's see, what's this one? It's way down here, but it doesn't want to play. Let's see here. Nope, that's funky. And that might be one of those contact stuff not playing through. Let's double check. Aha, it's that. So I need to fix these, huh? Let's see if I can just have these located in real quick. So this one was my contact stuff, which is complete library, and there's so many hybrid keys. I might have to do that first before this stuff comes in. Give that a few minutes and we'll be good to go. Okay, now this is loading. So now I can have, oh, there you go. Hey, Cheyenne. How are you, bud? It's good to see you. Let's see here. I think as far as I think these are metals, right? So these are all just metals I want to find. I also have this one. Ooh. That kind of has a nice sound, like a tambourine. Why not? Let's add that in. Now we can also just go like this, maybe. That, or even the opposite, and just go. Maybe on that second half. Okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Things are going well, Cheyenne. Good to see you. Yeah, Sam's going on vacation. I'll be taking a summer break as well after this stream. So I mentioned earlier that I'll be gone for a few weeks. So this will be my last stream before my summer break as well. So I hope you're doing well and you can find yourself a vacation down the road. Okay, so this is a body percussion track from Sound Iron. I really like Sound Iron stuff. You won't find anything else like it. Anyways, what I'm going to do is let's find some claps, but I'm not sure if these... It has to be more like a drum machine clap, huh? Maybe something like that. I think that's kind of fun. I don't know if I need to do that again. Let's try again. Okay, so yeah, let's do something like that. So we're filling in where the tambourines are not playing. We'll put a little 16th note there. So on the one of these needs to be lower. Okay, and maybe these can just be slightly lower too. All right, now that I'm listening to it a few times, I'm wondering if I should go faster. It might just give it a little bit of a bump on energy just by going up 6 beats per minute. Let's hear that now. Now I don't know, for maybe it's just the way I'm jiving, but I feel like it doesn't have to be that much faster. Maybe 98. One more time. Okay, so I might want to add just a few harmonies here. So something like this would be. Oh, interesting. Okay, and maybe one more. Maybe just another hit right there. Maybe a G. Okay. All right, almost there. It's fitting some odds and ends of this. So, I hear something else now. Let's see. What would that be? Maybe in the guitar. I'm going to bring some of this back in. So it seems a little thin, but then it was a little bassy. That's probably why I brought it down, huh? What else? Maybe you give it a little more highs. Okay. Now the other thing is maybe this left hand or left side keys can be slightly embellished. So let's listen to this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I had it here, but not on the second time. Maybe I keep that on both times, like this. Okay, but there's something with that F chord, so I think I can make that different. I don't know, something like that even. That's kind of fun. Okay, so the last thing is some kind of pad that goes over all of that. Or it could be just on the second half, like here. So let's look up some pads that I might have, just as a stock thing. If not, then we'll have to load up some more Omnisphere or something else. Let's go to I'm not sure if this is kind of spacey, but just as a frame of reference, maybe I loaded it first and kind of works in this context. Might be too rich, so 1 or 2 strings. We'll see if it sounds good here. Actually, hello, what did I do? So on this note, we get the arrangement right. It could be any pad after that. So or is it? Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's try it one more time. That actually works too. I'm tempted to go lower. Now the last part goes. Okay, let's see if I can do that one more time. Okay, cool. Let's take a look here. Maybe I should mute it. Solo. What if I copied what I did before on that second half, so it comes in on 2? Okay, let's see. So the volume's a little too low here. That means the first part needs to be a little louder too. Here. So around there it says 29. So I need to go, let's say 28. And then I could do more EQing over here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so let's bring this stuff up a bit. Okay, so that's a fun little riff. Um, One thing I notice in this kind of production of music, and I don't do a lot of this, to be honest. I wish I did more. Sometimes I get gigs to do song productions or orchestration for songs. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, I think it's really important to get the riff right, and um, you can spend hours just getting like 4 bars perfected. But anyways, that's kind of how it goes, and that's very much the case if you play in a rock band or any type of band. Is you might be spending hours just getting the riffs right. So that's partly you know the thing with the challenges of pop music. It's very small, subtle things or decisions that add up, and and the instrumentation, of course, is much smaller. We only have, let's see, one, two, three, four, five. We have 5 melodic stuff going on, and then we have some drums. So yeah, not a whole lot of things happening there. But I think this will be a good step in the right direction as we add now this next section. So we have a few minutes. I want to just add maybe a B section, and this can be either bigger or we go the opposite, or it can coast and just kind of keep that vibe. But let's hear it from the beginning one more time. Cool. So one thing about that pad I'm not a fan of is it has so much attack on delayed outward, so it's not attacking right away. We can actually go and fix some of that. I'm gonna maybe layer that. So let's go to that pad, and if you guys are familiar with tweaking the stuff inside of a synth, um, you'll know that there's always like a envelope shaper. So what you can find here, probably in these two, in the global page, and maybe even in the oscillators. I'm not too familiar with the zebra approach, so bear with me here. Just want to see if there's anything here I can change. Okay, so if I push this forward, and even that forward, it might actually kick in a little sooner, and then Also, this seems to be a little late. That's probably part of that. Okay, so that's one idea. These over here are also kind of pushed forward, but let's just see how that sounds real quick. I'm gonna mute this guy. Still has a little delay. Is it on the grid? Yes, it is. The only other thing I can say is you could, to combat that, the best way is just to push it forward in front of the grid. These other ones are pretty consistently doing that, so let's just do that then. I am curious though to see what this does over here. So this is at 54. And this is at 17. It does have a more instantaneous attack. Let's try again. It could also be the velocities, so maybe some of these velocities should be higher. So if I bring up that, yeah, this definitely has more. So we'll kind of match the velocity there. It should be all pretty loud or hard in a sense, making it brighter. Now it's probably too early. Yeah, so these things do make a difference. So let's go back to it's 54, and the other one was 17, somewhere around there. 17. Can I get it? Can I get it? There we go. Okay. So that's just one of those patches of a pad. And then I have this funky classic polyfunk, is what it's called. This would be interesting. So let's mess around with that for a second. It's going to be too quiet. And then let's just make this all the same. Let's see, like that. That's really interesting. What if we go an octave higher on this one? Okay. Right here, it might die down just a little too much. Oh, whoops. Let me try that again. And then this part too needs to go down more. Something like that. Even here. Anywho, Okay, so I think this kind of gives it that fun vibe. It also sounds a little bit more full. One thing I could do also, let's put this under pads. We could put a little bit of side chain compression on some of this pads. I have to put on the big group. How do I get there? Oh yeah, right here. So I'll put a sidechain compression and maybe even widen the sound. So I think I need to widen the sound first and then the sidechain compression. So we're gonna just use this little stock Cubase enhancer. Let's listen to it. Is it on? Yeah. We're gonna bypass it. So you can hear the width on that, and then what we're gonna do on top is we're gonna put a side chain on there. We're gonna side chain it to the kick, and maybe even snare. Boom, cha, boom, cha. If we do both the snare and that, it could help. Let's just do the kick for a second and see if that does anything. See, so we're gonna put the side chain on to the pad, turn that baby on, and then go back to the pad. Okay, we're gonna dial it in. Forward gain reduction. That's pretty good. Now it gives it a little bump. It's probably too much. Cool. All right. All right. So then, I think I'm hearing something like that with the guitars, but I'm wondering if we should add that as a layer. Like, let's get the notes. It has to be muted, so do I have that? I think I do. I have some key switches here. That's probably good. Alright, here's a half palm mute. So maybe on the second half. Something like that. Maybe pluck multiple notes. I don't know if that's right, but is this even possible? Let's see here. kind of interesting. Let's try a different tone. So, oh, this one does not have different articulations, but I can go over here and just change it. So, and I think maybe what I'm hearing is more of a strum approach to that, which we could probably find as well. But I'm just drawing it in for now, just to get a proof of concept here. So let's see, we have this one. Yeah, this might not be the best guitar, actually. Let's see, what else do we have? You know, I do have this petting house stuff. That might work. That one's a little funky, though. Let's see what we can do with this for a second. So we have the play. So let's change this out to a half or even full. Okay. All right, so then what if I go longer? Something like that. Okay, so and this is where it falls apart. This kind of stuff where it's strumming. I mean, I love this library, by the way. This is Orange Tree. Shout out to Orange Tree Sample Libraries. They actually are a Utah company, so it's cool to see some local support there. But they make one of the best string libraries out there for guitars, so check them out. Now over here, the only thing they don't have are like good strum type stuff. I think they might have one or two, but if you just want a good guitar tone that just you can sketch with, or even do some guitar soloing, they're one of the best ones, I think. Okay, so anyways, but yeah, this stuff is where they suffer. I mean, but who can blame that? You can't really model strum stuff too well unless it's sampled and performed in. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let's go the opposite way, like this, and that's gonna try to replicate downstroke or an upstroke. So this is downstroke and this is upstroke. Yeah, it's not real, but at least it gives something there. So then the next option is let's go to this guy and let's see if we can find something that sounds similar to that. So yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Let's try this disco funk. Oh, these are all muted, huh? Yeah, that's interesting. Here's one that's not muted. No. So yeah, it's a hit or miss with these libraries in terms of if you really hearing something that you want to play. Let's see. I'm just gonna do a few more. Sometimes this is you can get lost in all this stuff. So the funk pack. Let's try that. Wow, this is really close to what I have. That's kind of interesting. Let's try a little bit of this. I didn't play that right. Although that one sounds weird. Kind of the idea there, but yeah, it's not quite the notes that I play, but similar. But I'm not really hearing a wicka wicka and any of those strums either. So yeah, and we're kind of limited to the notes that's given there. But here's the thing: then once you have an idea there. Let's see, am I even on the right stuff? It should be here. What am I playing? C1? Okay, so... Okay, so you go dun 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 dun. Maybe it switches. I'm not sure how this works. Sometimes you have to stop or sync the host to start on key, or yeah, maybe sync to host. Well, let's listen to this. That kind of works. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting. So then maybe on this go longer. Okay, and then I accidentally did that, but so not quite what we're looking for, but I'm thinking this is sort of the idea with getting some of that strumming. Right, that kind of works, but it has to be more of a strum. So let's change this one out. So how do I do that? Go here, dun 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 dun, and then let's just go to a replace. Yeah, that's good. Huh, this is interesting. So we want something that's open. We want something that is strummed. 4/4, great. And then beep beep. Let's see, quarter. Oh, that's cool. Wow, these are not what I was thinking. Is there a way to do funky? This is mixed. Okay, so then disco funk. Oh no, that's it. Okay, maybe something like that. Just lower on the pitch, but I think if it matches the right chord, it should sound fine. I'm gonna go and solo that. There you go. Yeah, that's the idea. So then, oops. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go a little longer. Anyways, I kind of did this funky. What we're going to do is I'm going to go back to what I just did. I don't even know. It was Funk Pack. It was this one. So instead of this, I'll replace this F instead to what I just did. So this was Raga. Now I'm not sure if the Raga Party is the best one. Or Raga, just Raga. Oh, there's also this retro funk. Oh, actually, I see. Gotta make it strum. What are these? Oh, okay. And let's do the Raga then. Okay. Okay, well, let's do this one. And then it's starting, maybe synths. Okay. And then let me just repeat that for one round. Solo that. Sounds like it's cutting off. Yeah, so right there, this I don't know what I can do to have it kick back in. There you go. So you have to push it forward. Another way to do this without being so methodical with pushing those events over left and right, you can just do it here, I think. So it should work now. So let's go to this last phrase. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, so let's try this one. And even then, it's a little funky, so let's try this one. It would be nice to have a little bit more da 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 da. Let's try maybe another quarter note. Oh, it's not gonna play, huh? Like that. Yeah. So maybe I have to do something like that. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. I like that. Okay. So now I put it on this second half of the phrase. Is that necessary? We can make this part of the next phrase, but I kind of like it there now. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that would work as is, just like that. I was hoping to break that out into a new section, but what we could do, just as an idea then, is playing off of this riff. If I were to just like do 4 of those and go. And then let's change the chord. Or I'm gonna do a B flat like that. Boom, boom, boom. And then back to this. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go twice as long. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then let's see. So we'll do twice those. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So that's another sort of idea. And on this one, we can strip it down. Okay. This needs to go to a different chord, though. C. No, B flat. The rhythms are different too. Ba-bum. da da. Let's see. Da. Okay. Da da dun dun. Let's just delete that. Okay, let's delete that. Okay, so then we have a little framework here. Okay, so I see your note there, Sam. Speaking of our lesson Saturday, what if you added a background near unnoticeable drone? Good question. Feel free to ask me those questions separately, but since you asked, what if you added a background? It depends when you say unnoticeable. If it's like to help enhance what you got going on, sure, go for it. I think a lot of those times, yeah, drones are a little bit less noticeable in general. It's more of like a mood or vibe that it creates. But yeah, feel free to do that and let's see how that goes. So this is the two sounds that I have going on. So then I think what I can do on this actually right pan guitar is do something where it's just either like quarter notes, like chuck, chuck. I think that would be a good approach, but I don't even know where to begin with that. I wish I could go a little faster on this part, but let's see if I can get the rhythm going. So let's turn this back on. Let's see here. Oh, you meant this. Okay. Not on the assignment. Okay. I don't know. In this kind of tech context, I think the bass and anything that's droney can really conflict with each other. So I could see where that could, like a guitar-y drone type sound could work, but I think for now, what we have balanced is a bit on the high end. So maybe what your suggestion is to warm it up with something like that. It's not a bad idea. If we have time, I can think about ways of maybe doing some kind of guitar stroke, like a droney drum, something like that's in there. But let's see. Going back to this, I digress. Let's see if I can get some chucks. It's like chuck, and maybe we do something that's more muted. Okay, like staccato down. So now I need to put a chord in there. So let's see here. I gotta find a C chord, right? Or actually, no, this is B flat first. B flat, which would be this one. Okay, now is that the right chord though? It's B flat major 7th. What if yeah, that might work. That's the right voicing. So then if I want to go to a C, then I could do like this. Okay, now I gotta get the right chord. Kind of interesting. Okay, so And then maybe a little bit here and there with that chugga 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 chugga. So I go. Mute straights. Yeah. Oh, I see. So I would have to like stop it. Interesting. Huh. Oh, I see it. This has to play on a downbeat. It won't play on the upbeat. Yeah, so another weird, quirky stuff you have to deal with. Are there mute quarters? Well, let me try it one more over here. Yeah, I think that still applies. It doesn't hit on the upbeat. Unless there's a way to have that turn on elsewhere, not on the beat. Okay, I don't think so. So that's just sort of a downside to this. So yeah, then I guess the alternative would be find a rhythm that plays on this upbeat. Okay, so maybe do something in that regard then. And let's just double that rhythm idea over here once it's saved. All right. Not sure what I did there. Oh, I think I pressed the wrong button. So right here. Okay. There you go. Okay, so this chord just sounds a little off to me. Let's go ahead and turn that wicka off, and let's see. It's a C major, that's why. Interesting. What about this one? Ah, it's like that James Brown chord. It's close. Yeah, so this F right here is close to what I'm hearing, but if we do a C, okay, turn that off. C9. Let's try a different voicing on that one real quick. Boom. Let's say it was this one. Is that asking too much there? I see. Let's try this voicing. Interesting. So, thinking. It's too high, so it's around that 3rd or 6th fret. Maybe it's not a 9th chord. Maybe it's a 7th chord. There you go. That's it. Okay, so now we can add some drums. Oh, you're good, Sam. No worries. What about something atmospheric? Yeah, atmospheric. So even in the high end, it adds sustain, but on one note, something like that. Sure. Are you talking about in this new section or on the old section, the previous stuff from bar 5 through 12, or are you talking about 13? Anywho, what I'm gonna do now is add some other drum stuff, and this part will be a little bit more sparse in the drums. So I think maybe I'll start with the tambourines. I see, in the old section. Okay, good to know. Yeah, let's come back to that in a second. Okay, so I think here what we need is sort of like a build up. And maybe the hi-hats start to go in 16th notes. Something like that. So then these will have to be a little bit more quantized, so to speak. Okay. Cool. So that's sort of the sound there. What's this? Oh. But maybe we open the hi-hat every now and then. Alright, and make that louder. Okay, so maybe we'll add one kick here. And then one kick. Okay, and then we're gonna go kick, 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 down 4 on the floor kind of thing. So we're gonna repeat this twice, but I don't know if we'll change the chords somewhere there, but also this is not cutting in the right spot. Oh, it's because of this guy. Alright, so we're gonna go like this. Actually, let's see here. There. It doesn't want. Is it locked? That's weird. I just want to copy this over, but it doesn't want to. There you go. Okay. Anywho, then we go here. Like that, and we repeat everything twice. And then on this hi-hat, it's getting a little bit quiet compared to that kick. So let's go a little louder, and even perhaps here in the CC7 data. So let's bring that up a little bit around here. Alright, and then we can even, let's see, do another hi-hat opening here, and then start opening hi-hats on all of them here. And then same here. Okay, let that ring out, and we'll do a little drum fill back into the other part. I think that kick is okay, but let's add a snare fill back in. Where's my snare at? There it is. So push this over here. There we go. Okay, so that's sort of the lead out to the main, back to the main section, which basically I think we can just copy this over. But before we're doing that, let's just take a listen to this old section that Sam suggested over here, and just hear when we even hear it from the very beginning, just to give our ears some context, and just see the arc of this, as well as what can this third section, which will be at measure 21 once we come back out into that, what can be different there. Okay, so we definitely need some kind of pad here, and also I think on this section, what's bugging me is this this classic stringer pad is a bit too reverb heavy. So let's get rid of this and see if that does anything. The other thing is there might be reverb in the actual pad itself, which is somewhere here. Alright, here we go. So 95 pads on this section. This is zebra, right? Okay. So in order to turn off zebra effects, we go back. I always have to remind myself how the signal chain works here, but you have oh yeah, reverb is on. So we can either turn it off. I'm curious to hear how it would sound if we turned it off. So if I go, okay, if you click on it once, it bypasses that. This is also another reverb. Let's turn that off. And then I don't know what this SB3 is. It looks like some kind of filter effect. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's listen to that without the reverbs. sounds a lot better. Then what we do is shape some of this. Either we do it in the CC7, I'm not sure. Something like that. So here, let's bring up the gain, and let's just sort of take this all up a notch. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking the opposite. Let's go this way. Try again. So now that I'm listening to it over and over, I feel like this this part here is a bit distracting. Either we bring the volume down and sort of get it sounding a little more in the background. Either that or we try something else. I'm not sure if that's doing anything, to be honest. Yeah, it's still kind of loud, so I'm going to bring this down. Okay, and then let's bring out some of this right here. And then just one more idea is I'm going to separate these pads to sound one off to the left, one off to the right just slightly. Let's pan this a little bit more to the left. Cool. And then let's put a little bit of reverb on this pluck. And delay. Let's see. Let's do delay first. So, and we'll add a little pad thing there, but besides that, I'm wondering if I can humor what Sam was saying. I think the pads, in my opinion, do a lot here. And something around there. The only thing I can think of, you mentioned drones too. I was thinking, if anything, it'd be more of like an effect with the guitars, like a. Actually, let me think about that for a second. Yeah. But maybe not something like that. That was actually the wrong key. Okay. That's kind of fun. Okay, so you got something like that, and then oh yeah, this is in a different. There you go. Okay, so let's add maybe a guitar strum in there, but I'm just thinking where we put that because we have a lot of stuff happening here. I feel like center would be okay. That might work. Let me try something like that. Okay, lots of guitars. And then here. Interesting. It's all kind of on the beat too. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And then if I double that over there. The thing about this is it's panned to the right a little bit. And then this comes in, it's like, it's a little bit funky. Let's render this in place. And then I'm going to put that into the middle section. All right, we're not far from finishing this, actually. What we need to do is once we finish this little part, let's go back to the middle section, add a little bit of a pad, and then we can tie it back together by just copying and pasting that over to 21 from this section. We'll call this the A section. Here, this is the A. Oh, not A3. And then over here is the B section. So the B section needs some work, and then but when we go back to the A section, there's not much we need to do. Maybe just make it louder and add maybe one or two spots or another variation of some sort. But anyways, we're getting close. So all I'll do here is I want to see if I can narrow that stereo image so it's more in the center. Cool. That sounds better. Let's put a little delay on that too. Yeah. So now that I'm hearing this, it sounds a little funky to maybe play it twice. And do I go like that? And then that sounds a little early for some reason. Sorry. Or is it late? Da-na, da-na. Da-na. So, bum, bum. That's interesting. This sounds a little funky. It's an F chord there, but maybe I extend it out and let it ring. Not so much. Man, bucka. There's not a like a muted sound that I would like, but I could program it in. So these are all sustains, and then over here we go palm mute. Okay, and then we'll go 16th notes on these guys. Okay, and then here. That's a little bit better. Okay, now I'm debating if I should put this on the left side, bring up some of the highs. But the thing is, there was keyboards here. So that's a little bit weird to me. What if I brought this back in the center? I don't know. Maybe we go left on this and then back to the guitars. Let's do off right just a little bit. Da-na. Let's glue this together. Da-da. Da-dun. Da-na-na. And change this to a half palm mute. Something like that. So that sounds a lot more full to me. I think we could even get away with not putting this the first time and putting that on the second time as a thought. And yeah, maybe I'll do that. But for now, we also have this guy. Oh, actually, over here. So all together, there's a lot happening right now. Anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty good. As for now, let's look at this pad over on here. Alright, okay, so what to do on this part? We're sort of doubling these two together. Let's see what we can do here. Too much vibrato. Let's try again. See. So, does the pedal work on this? It does, okay. I'll have to pedal this. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll get rid of the pedal. There you go. Do this. let's copy that to this side. Oops. Let's bring this down an octave. Yeah. Okay, almost there. So there's that kind of stuff. Let's see what other sounds we can get out of here. Like I was saying before with these Eva Rock or Orange Tree sample guitars, they have some cool like that. I like those kind of sounds, and we can maybe do one of those sound design for a second. So let me record that in. Oh, press pull it. Oh, actually, this is why. Try again. Okay. So this will be more of a sound design. So I'm just gonna do a dry render, and we want this to delay and maybe auto pan. So that's an easy trick here. We're gonna maybe put the auto pan. No, let's do the delay first. We'll do delay and then the auto pan. So it's really quiet. What we'll do is we'll bring this up. I don't know if we need that anymore. Okay, so then let's add some delay. I'm going to do a delay in the effect rack this time. Let's see here. So we want more feedback and probably not eighth note triplet. Let's do something like that. Whoa, it starts to do something funky towards the end. Well, it like goes faster and faster. That's interesting. So maybe we try not a triplet at all, and we'll do dotted or both. Let's do a quarter note and eighth note. Let's see. Okay. So it's already doing this pan effect actually because it's a ping pong delay. So the only thing I'd say then is if we do this, it probably wouldn't really do much. It wouldn't really benefit from it. But let's say I just, go slower like this, even something like that, about there. Yeah, I don't know if that does anything. Press play. Yeah, it kind of it does away with that effect. So ping pong delay it is, and then okay. So I'm thinking you could pitch it down even. So there's that sound. And let's go right here. Okay, it's super quiet, so let's even bring it up in the pitch, the click gain. Hello. Okay, I had a feeling it'd be something like that. sorry for that loud noise. Didn't think it'd be that loud. Okay, so then bring the feedback up. Oh yeah, let's also go add this little snap to grid. It's kind of hard to see. I could bring this up. All right, maybe not. Oh, is it this one? Oh, this is just something else. Okay. Well, hopefully that did it. Seems close enough. So then if I put that over here, then I can go right to the grid. Okay. It seems like it's early, so I'm gonna great. Let's bring up this. Let's see. I'm not sure. You know what? Instead of that, let's add a mid in the guitars over here. So what we're gonna do, maybe on the first half it's okay, but on the second half we just go a little bit of a something like that. Okay, all right, so there you go. There's those chords. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll bring this back. And then this A section is going to hit again. And we'll see what we can do here. Just copying all of this. Takes a second. Here we go. All right. So, and this probably has some pedaling thing, so I just gotta be careful with that. Okay, I think we need like a crash to really solidify this transition. There's a lot of crashes that are nicely sampled and packaged in some of these Cubase stock stuff. If you get a chance, try to download all of these, because then you could just pick a bunch of great sounds with a click of a mouse. So I think I'll do that for this particular crash that I'm looking for. And if we can't find it here, there's another one. Let's see here. Toms. Let's see. Hi-hat. Crash. I guess I passed it. So here's some claps. Put it down a little bit. Okay, here's the crashes. Alright, so let's say I did that crash and put it there on beat 2. Cool. And it's already processed and has like some effects, it looks like. So we'll keep that going. Put this under a per kit. Cool. You could put even more delay on that. I'm just gonna try the stock ones I have here. Perk. give it a little more movement that way. Also, let's see here. The kick I gotta be careful with. There shouldn't be a kick here then. There you go. That's kind of the idea. Okay. All right. So then what we could do here in this transition is add a riser. I think a little riser effect would be nice. There's all sorts of risers you can find. I saw something here, like an uplifter, or even like down here. Let's see if I see a riser. PR. I guess they don't have risers, but they may have called them uplifter here. So, wow, that sounds great. What about this one? This one doesn't have an effect on it. This one, I like kind of this pulsating effect. Let's add that into the mix. Alright, something like that. The high point is a bit loud, so I don't know what we could do there. What if I got rid of that last one and just put that over here? I kind of like that better. Let's also put this under an effect. Let's put also a little bit of reverb on that. Yeah. We could put like a clap. So there was a cool clap that I heard here. Something reverby and processed already, like that one. Okay, let's add this clap at the end as well, where the crash is. Okay, so you can do a kick with the crash, or I can. What if I even just put it right before? That's kind of nice, and then that way we have more headroom for this gain to cut through more. I think we need a little more though, so let's add. This is perk. Let's do a black hole or just a Valhalla vintage verb. This one. And this, like the stock, always sounds good. I thought it would sound more epic, but let's see here. Let's bring this down. Okay. And then let's see, we have some risers, whoosh. I have another whoosh I can put in here. I think that'd be nice. So bringing up these two whooshes like this. Let's turn that on. Okay. It probably have to be a short whoosh, but basically we're gonna put a whoosh right before the snare. We'll find the right one. Okay, something like that. Right. Let's see. So I think this one's probably the best, actually. Unless there's a more... Okay. So, in this case, we're just bring up the volume. Yeah, a little bit too loud, something like that. Let's see, let's check something. Maybe too much reverb. Okay. Yeah, Sam, I like the direction that you're going here with the arpeggio. The only thing about the arpeggio that's hard is it can overpower some of this stuff. Let's see here. Just gotta be careful with this little idea. What's this called? Funk pack. Okay. So if that's the case, we could add an arpeggio going, something like that, or we could do it in the guitar. I mean, instrumentation-wise, it's almost better to do it with the guitar, but for just simplicity, it's tempting to just grab an ARP here and just go to town with one of these things I have. So let's try, just for the hell of it, one of these guys over here. There's that one. There is this one. As two ideas. Let's try this Insta Trance one. Okay. Now I just gotta bring up the volume. That's one idea. Let's go down. I like this one better. Oops. If I went higher, well, first off, let's clean this up. Now that we have a proof of concept here, let's quantize these guys. What would it sound like if it was an octave higher? Let's bring this down just a bit. And I might want to bring one of these voices down. Something is not driving here. Let's see. Da-da. That's good. Okay, we might want to add another crash. Oh, what's this? Oh. That's fine. We can add that back in. And then we should probably do another crash. Let's put that crash over here. Boom. And then there's this guitar here is a little funky. It almost sounds like there's something sticking. Make sure that none of these are overlapping. These are all supposed to be sustained. For some reason it's sticking here. Then there shouldn't be. It's very weird. I don't see a sustain pedal down here anywhere, but it's wanting to sustain more than it should. Okay, and then let's just get to the ending here. I like this little beep, so let's keep that. Let's see how it ends. Okay, so the thing that's funky is this is that Scarby stuff again. What we need to do is add a little pause at the end. Right there. Alright. And then the dun dun is kind of weird too. I'm not sure why it does that. Is it? Maybe it's there. Nope. So is it this one? I think it's this one. Oh, I see. So here, let's go like that. Wow, that's weird. So we need to maybe just muffle it. Oh, yeah. So what's happening is this is not learning to that stuff. Just like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is end it with the bass guitar and go boom, bump, bump, bump. So, all not sure why it's not copying. Give it a second. Let's see here. There you go. Okay, so that's basically it right there. Any variations of that I can add, definitely some bass line runs, make that a little bit more busy. Even with the guitars, all of that stuff would enrich this part. Sam says, I added one arp, turned way down to one of my songs that went down in groups of thirds. Cool. G, E, F sharp, D. Might be a dumb idea, but what if you just kept it on the tonic chord, just sustained it? Might be stupid, but worth trying. On the arpeggio, I think you're asking for the tonic chord. It might boom, 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 boom. Well, I'm not sure with this part because of the chord changes and the arpeggio. It should probably follow the chords. It does end that way though, the way you're saying. The arp, yeah, it could work because there's like enrichments of the harmonics of different chords would match that tonic. I know what you were saying, but I kind of like the way those arps are running by itself. The only thing I'll do right now is I'm just gonna go through the bass part, see if there's anything I can kind of just change up here and there to make it not so so much the same, as just adding a variation here and there. Well, actually, before even going into the bass, one thing I'd like to try different here is add some of the other parts of the strings of the guitar. So this is like power chords, and I wasn't meaning to go power chord. Well, maybe on this part we do, but some of these other notes might be better if we added the inner notes. So, yeah, okay. So let's think about this and be careful. Okay, and then we need to add the third. Turn that off. Okay, this is probably not my most favorite track for the guitar, but it'll do for now. This is a F chord, so this should be a F, and then it should be a C or F somewhere here. Yeah, that works. Let's take rid of that little bottom F. Okay, then I would need something here. So we have A, C, maybe a F. Okay, I see. This isn't working because 1, 2, 3. We need 6 strings like that. Good, good, good. So then I would have to do something similar on this part. I think, luckily, this is pretty much note for note the same. Maybe we end that differently. Boom, boom, boom. There should be an E in here. Okay. All right, now let's listen to this real quick. Yeah, I think it needs that guitar. Yeah. So let's keep it in there. I wonder if I should go boop on the beginning too. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a little bass fill right here at 12. Let's see. So, bum, bum, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. I'm not sure if I'll need that last two, so bum. Alright, so let's see how that sounds. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Da-da. Let's see, did I do that right? Maybe it's just behind the beat. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, and then boom, 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 boom. What if I went boom, 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 boom? And then me right here, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Maybe another fill here. I should probably be consistent on that part too. Oops. Cool. Ba-da-da-da. mute that and let's go boom, 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 boom. And it did that again, huh? It got kind of stuck. We got some sticky notes here. Maybe it's this, the way this is programmed with the articulation. So maybe just change it out. What if I go boom, 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 blee, like that? A little early. And then I think this bass could use like a muffled ghost note at the beginning of that. I don't know how to, I think you have to program it, so let's see. Just gotta find that key. Right there. B flat. There you go. There you go, yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere around there. Okay, so that is kind of what we're working with for the track. We can maybe what I'll do sometime is revisit it, and then I could just post it out on YouTube as far as the final version of this. But it's getting close to where I think it could be. With the amount of time we spent, about 3.5 hours on this, and you know what would be nice is if we could replace some of this with real guitar. I might be able to do some of that, like maybe this line here. I think that's something I can play, but other than that, everything else was just a lot of fun to dive in and get some ideas going. And also learning a little bit more about how this electric vintage funk pack is working, or I should say the electric vintage guitar. The funk pack's the preset, but the little things like that where I haven't really used yet, so it's good to get familiar with that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue all these parts together. Let's go ahead and play it back from the top. Hopefully there's no stuck keys. It seems like the guitar will get stuck every now and then, so just watch out for that if you do hear that. Okay. Close. Let me just glue all these guys. Okay. Oh, and this is just an idea, right? Okay, so I can delete that. Here we go. You know what? Let me fix this real quick. The reason why this happened is because I forget there's more MIDI information at the end of these kind of stuff. And when I glue it together, it will cause havoc. So that wasn't supposed to end that way. But that happens. Okay, so what's this? This is the silencer. Boom, boom, boom. That's supposed to be there. Okay, all this stuff. It all almost sounded like it was the expansion of the song. Okay, so there's that. There's a stuck key happening in here, which is unfortunate. This is, I'm not sure if it's the programming of this with the stuck key. Probably it is. So what I'll do is I'll delete this, and then I will go ahead and just put these at the end and hope for the best. Let's see here. So they don't overlap. And then this should go there. This should kind of go more close to the front. There we go. And that's the idea there. I think that's why it keeps getting stuck. Sometimes contact instruments do that. So I'm going to play from the middle of this section where this happens. And also, I'm wondering if I should just get rid of this little beginning. So it kind of, this arpeggio comes in a little bit out of nowhere, which is fine, but I think it's better if it came in right at this beat. Something like that. All right, Sam. Thanks for watching and hanging out. Hope you had fun. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and automate this real quick, and then we'll play it back and call it good. Okay, so the reason why I automated that is so I can go ahead and put this in. This is 0. All right. Yeah, I think that sounds a little better. Okay. A little bit cleaner. And there we go. I think I'll do this one more time so that hopefully we don't get stuck keys again here. Let's see if that fixed it. Again, here is the track. Well, I was asking anyone who's watching right now if there are any suggestions for a title here. This was a summer poppy vibe track, but it also has this like alien, you know, some kind of flying saucer quality to it. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for that, that'd be kind of fun to put a title that's maybe a mixture of alien and summer. All right, so here's the track one more time, and hopefully there's no stuck keys. Here we go. Yeah, no stuck keys this time. All right, so that is all for tonight. This was sort of my last hurrah for a little bit for let's call it a summer break, if you will. And next time we meet, we'll be in a new studio sometime later in July. So just be on the lookout when the announcement comes. By the way, if you want to see when the next videos come in, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel or the Twitch channel, and you'll see when those new videos will come out. If you want to be even a little bit sooner, I have a newsletter that you can sign up for as well. Besides that, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Any help goes a long way. With that being said, thanks a lot, guys. I hope you guys have a great night or a great morning wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. Take care.